try and focus. I have no idea. Maybe there. Guys, I just got the 16mm 2.8 RF lens. And if you haven't seen me do unboxings, this is how I do unboxings. You're welcome. Whew! And just like that, we are definitely wide. So this is gonna come in pretty handy because sometimes my frame is a little bit too tight. So shout out to Canon for not sponsoring this video, but maybe one day. But yeah, so far so good. So let's go see how this thing looks in the real world. Yeah, this is definitely wide. This is definitely wide. So guys, if you haven't realized by now, I'm not in Oakville. I'm in a place called Burlington because, I don't know, I just want to mix it up. There's also like a lot of people here and I don't know how many people vlog in Burlington. This is how YouTubers make their videos behind the scenes like this. So I may be getting more looks than usual, but whatever, it is what it is. Just admire the wide lens I have. Look how wide this lens is. Jeez, what a game changer. Two things. I'm not wearing my winter jacket, which is a plus. It's semi-warm today, and not wearing a toque, also winning. There's also like a big zit on my chin, like right here. Super good to be out doing another one of these random videos, and you know, spring is here, and I'm pumped. I mean, look at this view. Look at that. I also still don't know what that thing is called. I don't know what that thing is called yet, but maybe we'll figure it out today. Funny story with Burlington is that like last year before I got the job that I have now is I was trying to kind of like do like Burlington spotlights, but like start charging money for them. I never got around to doing that, but maybe I will. Who knows? You never know what's in store. So yeah, speaking of like the Oakville spotlights / Burlington spotlights, you really have to be proud of like how far you've come. I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about like just in general. It's like if you're not proud of like how far you've come, then you're definitely doing something wrong. I'm reading this book called by Lewis Howes, which has he has a really great podcast called The School of Greatness. He has a new book out, and he just talks about having like a meaningful mission in life. And then I thought, well, what's my mission? I don't really know. I don't really know what my mission is. I just like making videos, so whatever that means. My mission probably has something to do with videos. I have a strong feeling I'm gonna lose my hat today. Really strong feeling, so got to do the plan B, which is something like this. I still can't get over how wide this lens is. So just a tip, like just thought about like shooting this whatever this thing is called on that pier there. I don't like shooting the entire thing. I just like getting kind of like part of it and making like a minimalist look. It just, I don't know, it makes your photo a little bit different. So let me just show you instead of explaining to you. That wind is just something else. You know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you don't get what you want sometimes, which is fine. Also, check out the official plaque if you guys are into plaques. Shout out to members of council. Rock on, guys. Come to Burlington and enjoy the beach. Got a very own beach right there. Look at that. Very nice. So guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, I'm not sure exactly what you're doing with your life, but I was on Twitter the other day and I saw a post from Roberto Blake, who is a big YouTuber and has a large following. And the other day he kind of tweeted about saying something about it has to be like whatever content you make has to be for your audience, which is true, but it doesn't have to be all for your audience. Like you can still make it for yourself a little bit, even just like 1%, because what happens when whatever you put out kind of tanks, like it's not a good feeling, right? So as long as it's somewhat for you, it just helps you go. It just helps you keep going with regards to like whatever you're doing. So I'm always in the camp of you can do it for your audience and for yourself, because if you're not doing it for yourself a little bit, then what exactly is the point of anything? Like it's gonna be April 1st next week. Like time is moving by pretty quickly. Like a quarter of the year is already done. So you gotta ask yourself, like, are you on the right track? Are you doing what you want to do? Are you doing it for you or for other people? Because things won't get any easier. Things will get harder, faster, more difficult. So ask yourself that. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe not. Getting back to that point is, like, people like subscribe or follow or like because they like what you're doing. Usually you're doing things because you're being yourself. So why would that change if your channel or whatever account starts to grow? Like you still want to be yourself because that's what got you there in the first place. Like for me, like as much as I love talking by myself to a camera, I really want to do some more collabs this year. Like spring's here, the weather's gonna get better, so I want to just do different things with different people, kind of push my skills and just see what happens. And you know, that's why you subscribe for, because you come for that kind of like different creativity. And I know people are looking at me, they're just like, what is this person doing talking to a camera? Like, what is happening? Like, they're right over there. If you're always doing something for an audience, like, you're always gonna second guess, like, should I do this or should I not? But you got your audience by doing things that you want. Like, you're just doing things that you want, and people naturally gravitate to what you're doing. And you have to accept that people aren't into what you're doing. Like, don't please everyone. Like, it's impossible. I really hope this audio is okay, because I don't know, it's kind of dicey. Anyway, it's coming up to my 1-year anniversary at work, which is also crazy in itself. And you know, I've learned a lot of things, because it's as much as I like collabs and working with other creatives, like it's been like a solo journey. It's been a pretty, I would say, lonely journey in terms of getting to where I am, because in the end, like I said in the last video, it's really up to you, and no one else is going to really make you do the work, if you know what I mean. So it's been quite the ride, and more to come on that later. But I don't know, I might just call this video, because now I'm starting to ramble, and I'm running out of things to say, even for me, which is, I know, it's shocking.
That is the legendary Waterfront Hotel. That is the Port House, social bar and kitchen. Over there is the hospital, and over there is the Burlington Skyway Bridge, lift bridge, whatever that thing is called. Lift bridge, I think. So that's your tour of Burlington. You're welcome.
Also, if you really want good sweets, come to Kelly's Bake Shop, because they're really good. So shout out to Canon for not sponsoring this video, but I really like the 60mm. Put in the comments to see if you like the 16mm or not, but I kind of like it. I dig it. Shout out. Peace.